Hello and welcome back. In today's video, we're going to be talking about a few things to do with Tailworlds and the changes that have been brought around over the past few weeks. So the first major change was that Frank Elliott has left Tailworlds. You'll know him as the community manager, and I'd like to say a massive thank you to him and everything that he's done for the Mount & Blade community, and it's definitely sad to see him go. Upon Frank's departure, a new community manager had to be brought alongside Callum, and his name is Antonio Santo. I've been talking to him over Twitter, and there's going to be some very positive things happening over the next few weeks, I hope, to do with me helping out them, and then, as a result, helping out you with more information. So that leads me on to my next point. Every week, we're going to have a new Bannerlord blog, which is absolutely amazing, and we're going to be finding out loads of different things hopefully over the next few weeks, and it's just a massive positive change for Tailworlds, and it's a really good thing, something that the community has needed for so long. I mean, beforehand we'd have to wait something like 147 days was one of the longest for a developer blog, but having weekly ones containing loads of different information, talking to specific developers, is going to be really good. The first developer blog is going to be with Amagan Yavuz, the head of the company, the guy that invented Mount & Blade, so basically my god, and it's going to be interesting to hear what he says about the game at this stage. So Tailworlds are basically opening the doors to their company. They want the community to be more involved, and they want them to kind of understand what's going on at the company, which I think is really good, and hopefully we can see some improved developments over the next few weeks or so. Obviously, with Gamescom coming up, we're going to have some more information. Then hopefully they've been cooking up something really interesting. I can imagine the community managers have got their work cut out at the moment, sorting out stuff for that. So I wish them the best of luck. Before we move on, I'd like to quickly say I'm going to be a lot more active on Twitter, talking to you guys about Bannerlord and Mount & Blade in general. I'm going to be on there talking to other YouTubers and other people who are working at Tailworld. So if you're interested in kind of communicating just that little bit more, go down in the description and find the link to my Twitter and give me a follow. And I obviously will communicate with you if you have anything interesting that you want to talk to me about. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Another positive move from Tailworlds is that they have opened up a new forum area on Mount & Blade's forums, so you can go ahead and check that out. The link will be down in the description. That's where you can discuss features, and the devs do read it, so anything that you suggest that's particularly interesting and not too impossible at this late stage of development, I'm sure you never know, it might be in the game. There's just been a massive outburst of activity from Tailworlds across all social media. They've been replying to comments of people saying, why haven't we have a release date, etc. They've been giving suitable reasons, and I think it's just, as I said before, a really positive move, and I hope that we can see this continued out and they can live up to their promises of a weekly developer blog, and hopefully they're not just developer blogs of things that we know already. Hopefully they'll be moving forward and telling us things that we don't know. So, moving on to the FAQ that Callum was actually answering. I'm going to be honest with you, I did read through it, and most of it is kind of what we know already. The most interesting part of it was to do with the multiplayer and how it will work. Now, we literally know nothing about multiplayer. We honestly don't know anything apart from there's going to be like a good replay system, but today they've actually released something really interesting. So I'm going to read out what Callum has said, and then I'm going to kind of express my opinions on it. So he says, the game will feature a matchmaking system. This will allow players to have more of a challenging and fair multiplayer experience by matching players based on their skill level, group size, and geographic location. There will be a variety of different game modes for players to test their tactical abilities and skills against each other, ranging from dueling modes through to passive pitched battles and sieges. Players will also be able to host their own private servers, giving them control over various parameters of the different game modes. So it's basically going to have a ranked system. So if you're really good at the game, you're getting like 22 kills and no deaths, you're going to be placed in like a high tier. However, if you're getting no kills and getting killed all the time, then you're going to be placed in a lower tier with other people that aren't very good at the game, which I think is a very good idea, especially as there's going to be a high multiplayer traffic for Bannerlord, and it means that people that are new aren't just going to get absolutely destroyed straight away, because obviously they're going to be going against Mount & Blade Warband players that are going to have a high experience with the combat system. No matter what the changes are, it's going to be the same kind of base combat, who have played it for thousands of hours, and they're just not going to stand a chance, let's be honest. I also just think there needs to be unranked servers, because sometimes you do just want to kind of throw yourself into the fray and, you know, pit yourself against some higher ranking players. That would be really cool. Some of the other questions talk about modding, and it's just going to be a really moddable game. There's going to be professional or industry standard is probably a better word, modding tools, and it's all going to be in C#, that we know already. He was also asked about how many soldiers were in a single battle. He says 600 individual units, but other developers have given me figures of 1,000. It's just questions that we kind of know already, but it's definitely for new people that are coming and introducing themselves to the game. It's definitely a good outline of what Bannerlord will have. So some really positive moves from Tailworlds, and I hope you have enjoyed this video of me outlining what they're going to be doing. Also, make sure to stay tuned on this channel over the next, well, pretty much forever until Bannerlord is released, for weekly videos on these developer blogs. We're going to be picking them apart, we're going to be analysing, and I'll be expressing my opinions, as well as like the community reaction to those Bannerlord blogs. And hopefully they're going to be positive, and they're going to be taking a step forward and not just telling us stuff that we already know. Also, I'd like to reiterate, make sure you go ahead and follow me on Twitter. I'm going to be a lot more active on there. Talk to me about whatever you want, even if it's not Bannerlord related, but if it is Bannerlord related, that's even better. Sadly, I won't be able to make a video on the latest Bannerlord developer blog if it comes out before I get home. So I'm home on the 14th of August, because I'm at a festival, so hopefully it will be out after then rather than before then. If it is out before then, I will make a video as soon as I can, hopefully on the 14th when I get back, and well, that's if I'm not too tired, if you know what I mean. Anyway guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you have an absolutely brilliant day, and I will see you in the next battle.
And who are you? The proud Lord said that I must bow so low. Only a cat of a different coat, that's all the thrills